Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I'm like super excited today. I am
Welcome back.
Tiila. I've been excited all day. I kept smiling. I was like on another class, and I was like, "Oh man, okay." I was like, everybody keep asking me questions about NFTs. I'm like, "Y'all don't get it," but I get excited every time I think about NFTs. I'm like, "What's new? What's coming up? What did we research today? What did we find out? What's new? We got some good stuff. That we got some good stuff for you for today, though. I'm excited about what's coming up. I'm super.
Super excited, huh? Yes. And
Yeah.
welcome back, everybody. As you guys know, I'm Jessica Richardson. Glad you guys can join us again. As she did say, every day looking for new information or new NFTs to get into. So excited to share what we're going to go over tonight.
All right, we got some tabs that we got to go through, so I'm gonna go ahead and share the screen so we can try to get through to get through the stuff for tonight. Okay, start off with Roblox.
Oh, yeah.
Jessica.
Yeah, a lot
Okay.
of your kids are still playing this platform. They're doing a lot of growth. They put a lot of money they raised last year, like $27 billion for some stuff to build out. And so this is another platform you guys, kids, maybe buying it. You may be getting them Google Play cards to be able to purchase some of these items. But on
Mhm.
the other side of it, they can also be creating NFTs and making money from that side. So they did go into this article and talk about some stuff in regards to how look avatars and stuff that they are going to be putting out, and how some of the graphics will be changing in the game. Because if you are used to the game, you know it is that certain like voxel look to them. So they want to up their game and how the avatars will actually look and perform. They have picked up that avatars are doing very well for a lot of different projects in the NFT space, and so you'll be able to your kids can create the wardrobes on those. They can create the clothes. They can go on the platform and sell those. And so this is just another opportunity for you guys to be checking out some of these platforms, some of the ones that your kids may even be involved in. And there's, if you go to the Roblox site, they do have a creators page where you are able to have them look into certain opportunities and download the software required to be able to build on that platform.
And again, I think it's important. Many times, well, I know when my kids were playing they different games, it's like, dog, I got to buy another $15, another $20 card. You like you used it up like that quick. So we've been doing this for years. Now it's time to start making the money. If your kids are playing these games, start showing them the creative aspect of it. Show them how they can start making the money. Put it on a piece of paper. If you got to take some time with them and sit down on a piece of paper and like, well, babe, listen, how much did we spend this month? And then you start doing the calculations of how many people are doggone playing the Roblox game. Start educating your kids, and as far as not only are they just playing the game, but start educating them as far as how much money they can potentially make by making a better game, especially if they had in a game and they're frustrated about it. You can show them different avenues of how they can become creative, and start again start making some of the money that's available in the gaming space, because there's a lot that's coming out, and
That's
it's
right.
so early, huh, Jessica? So
That's
early.
it. And even to speak of that, some of the people that have been building on Roblox, if you go to the creator page, they have, some of them are making $1 million a year on just the sales that they are doing for just Roblox, not nothing else. So if you do, they take the time to just get to know the program. Like she's saying, they're already playing the game. Choose to tell them the business opportunity side of it, or even the ownership side of it with assets.
Mhm. Because that residual money, that NFT, when you sell an NFT and some, because again, it goes back to the games. Many times we buy the game stuff and they get tired of playing with the sword and they want a new game. It's like, okay, go sell that sword to somebody else in the game.
That's
And
right.
so, but if they're on the creative side of it also, just again, even when they originally sell the item, let's say it's maybe $25, whatever it's going to be. If someone else sells it for $100, they're still going to make some money off of that $100 sale. And as the game becomes more and more popular, that's how they'll end up making continuous money. And when you explain it to them like that, I think it'll grab a lot of their attention. But we need to start putting some time into some of these things and stop just buying the doggone cards for our kids. Show them how to get the doggone money to come to their account. Have other people's kids buying their doggone game and stuff
That's
in the
right.
game. So, but Roblox is still, doing some very good things, and so make sure you're paying attention to that. Another one.
Oh yes, the Masked Singer. Some people may be watching this a Fox TV show that has been around about 6 years now. They did put out that they're going to be dropping a website. We'll drop here in a minute for NFTs currently. So you may be familiar with the platform or not, but knowing that Fox is actually getting into it for one of their top ranked shows, you can currently go on there, and sometimes they're a limited edition to collect these currently right now. But it's just showing you another platform or another broadcasting station that is starting to get into creating a mass verse for their items and allowing their consumers or the people that are watching them, fans basically, to be able to now purchase those NFTs, which will be having specific artists or specific mass singers that are coming out. And so
It's reasonable. I mean, $20. You're going to get three masks for $20. That's a reasonable thing as far as how going on here to some of the sites. And again, so when you're new, you sometimes, like I said, some of these pan out, some of them don't pan out. So again, as far as if you're new and you're trying to get some things that won't cost you a lot, you may get into this particular one, and it may take you 3 months, it may take you 6 months for it to start picking up to where it could be really, really valuable. Depending on how well they do with their particular platform. But there's a lot of opportunity when you start finding like $20. We've a lot, and I'll show you guys even in a little bit here, even on some of the games where some of us went in and paid $20 for land in some of these games. And so some of these things again can definitely be important for you to get into a little bit early. But again, you will be early.
That's right.
And this was was this the right site? The join the drop.
Yes, that is correct.
So we'll share this site with you all too. That way you can go on, because this is the one I think we did earlier to get some.
That's
some
right. They go ahead and come on after you drop the link in there, and they go into the marketplace after they signed up for it. Go into the marketplace, and they're able to go and claim a free one currently.
So people are not sitting on the sideline, y'all. I'm telling you, there's too much money. They're not going to be like, oh, well, you go ahead and y'all make the money. Nope. But I think again, it comes back to that ownership though, because when you start thinking about everybody having the ownership of their own stuff and having that more control, it's a good feeling for a lot of people who've been in different industries where you're like, okay, they're going in and doing all the work, and maybe they end up getting 20% or 30%. It just really will depend on how someone wrote their contract up for them. And so if they're able to get their rights and their content back.
Yes. And then even with claim, like even getting those currently now, some of these projects or some of these shows you may even like or follow, but you're getting on the ground floor of their first NFT or the first collectible. So sometimes even if it's wrong or it doesn't do good, it's still the first one, and it usually may have some value to it. So coming on and claiming those free ones are just like she said, $20 is usually reasonable if you can get a couple of those or one of those, just to say that maybe you have that first NFT for that Fox or for that specific show.
Yep, another good one. So early, got to start reading the news. I'm like, we be like, y'all read all this news. We were reading all the news
all day. All day. Yeah, all day, just filling in with more resources, just finding out who else is coming out, trying to keep up with everything. And so as she did pull up here, the Vivacom CBS, basically, as we do know, they have a lot of different shows, a range of shows, and from kids shows up to, like sci-fi. So they are coming into the playing field. They're going to start releasing their NFTs. I believe this fall is when they're going to be releasing their NFTs on the Recurve platform. We will share that site as well, but you can see here, as even the Recurve platform, they closed a 50 million Series A for the pre-launch, but look at the 333 million. So they're gearing up for it. They're knowing that they have a lot of fan base out there, and that NFTs, like she's saying, will give you that asset or that collectible as well, because it's not only an asset, but it is still going to be a collectible item specifically to any series that they do drop. So you see the Pac-12 Networks video. Yeah. It's going to cover a whole lot of stuff. So we're definitely we'll share this link with you guys, and you can sign up by trying to get early access. There's nothing currently dropped, but having brands IPs is amazing to be able to do a lot of different stuff with. And so we'll drop this link here. I believe we also put it into the Facebook. If no one's paying attention to the Facebook, we always will we've been putting some stuff in there for early access. So this was one of those that was put out there. So we do recommend, if you are interested in any of those Pac-12, anything that's going to be under the Viacom brand, to go ahead and sign up for that, because early access in the first drops is really important, as we know.
And I know someone even asked a question, and I think on Facebook, they were asking about putting their address in there. When on some of these early access things,
Yeah.
we'll tell you again, as far as when you're on some of these sites, don't put like your main email. Get you something that you're going to be, whether you're going to use it for NFTs or for crypto, whatever you're doing. Have an email designated for that particular for things like this, for new early signups. You do have to go check it. So you will have to
Yeah,
check
please
it.
check it.
That's what they gonna send information at you.
So yeah, and so like you said, also to add to that, some of them want the email, and on some of the U.S. exchange platforms, they're going to ask for address, phone. They want the full KYC on you. So it does depend on where that exchange is based. And a lot of the U.S. Platforms, of course, are going to come out with everything, the I's dotted, the T's crossed. So KYC is going to be a requirement. So it is definitely do your due diligence to see where the company is based, but generally, if they are KYCing, they may be based on a platform that's definitely in the U.S. and it's part of the process. The worst problem you go have is money problems, and so you got to get that figured out with a CPA or something. But don't not do it because of that. I would hate to say
we
don't
ain't
not
gonna go
do
make that money because we're gonna have to pay taxes. Okay, I'm
it.
sorry.
Right? Yes.
I'm like, what I need, what assets do I'm like, what the rich people doing? What y'all do over there? What we need to do? What we need to buy?
Yeah, what do we need to buy? What do we need? Need a corporate? What do we need? Tell us.
Corporation, what we need over here. So I think that's important, especially when you're in the NFT space, of getting the right group of people around you, because like I said, it is like I said, you can literally come in and buy things today, and they could literally be worth. You can buy it for $1,000 a day, and sometimes they can be worth. Now, I'm not your financial advisor, but just understand, I'm just giving you a hypothetical, but sometimes it really happens.
It's
You
realistic.
you can buy them for $1,000 a day, and they can be worth $25,000 in a couple hours, or a couple. It literally can happen that fast. So having your right team around you to help you, as far as that's going to be very, very important. That's definitely stuff that we're still getting all our pieces together. We're like, whoa, wait a minute.
Wait a minute, somebody coming. No, make sure we figure it out before they even start.
Yeah.
Like, figure it out.
Together. Keep it together.
That's right.
Get it to where you don't have any problems. But I know also, even in the someone was asking, even in regards to like your ETH address and so forth. Sometimes in your wallet, whether you have a trust wallet or so forth, you can have multiple wallets in there. So when I'm doing things like if I'm on let's say if I'm on listen to some NFT train or something, they're like, well, hey, we're going to drop something in your wallet. I most of the time will not give my main wallet. I may have a secondary wallet that I'll receive airdrops in, or something from that particular event. So again, it is okay to give your address. Jessica be laughing at me. I'll be like, well, can I put my address in that one? And she's like, if you don't go put your address, I'm like, I know. It's like they can't do anything unless they got like other access, but you're always so paranoid in the crypto space because you're like, well, what if they got my address? What can they do? So it takes more steps than that. But if they're gonna be criminals, they're gonna get you. And if they want to get you, they're gonna get you.
Yeah, and like she said, especially when it comes to that, they really would need the seed phrase. But just that paranoia, all the stuff that's been happening in this space. Yep. Even just somebody asking for your address can be paranoid. And some people love to just put their address out there because they want to show everything.
Everything.
You don't even want to question. Here it is. So
like, this is me.
Yeah, this is me.
I'm good.
Yeah, I don't need that.
I don't even need that. I'm good. But if you need to, I can show you, but I'm good. I don't have to do all that. I'm not into all that. But again, another site, that's coming early, get on these. I think because sometimes I think you guys may not even understand how valuable it is, as far as, when us coming on and sharing with you of, hey, this is an early access drop, or this is something early you might be able to get into as a beta thing. That's a lot sometimes, because when you start looking at some of these projects and you get in on beta, that's powerful. You're like there. It's like
zero. That's
got the first of the first NFTs, and that just say pay me. Where it may not pay you today, but if that project continues on, it's like in a couple months, for all the new people that's still trying to get into Dr. Seuss, like me. Like you. No, but actually we've heard some other people who've gotten into Dr. Seuss too. I didn't mean to bring Dr. Seuss up, but congrats to those who are still getting into Dr. Seuss. Their beta testing that they're doing. Like I said, if their project continues to do very well, they will be sitting very well, in some time, because it's just a matter, like you have to understand. Right now, if you're at the very beginning, you're going to have people who come in 3 months or 6 months down the line, and access to the very first stuff is not available. They want the first stuff because they want to have the whole everything. And guess who's there to sell it to them? You are, if you're part of the beta. So don't take it lightly as far as, when we're saying, hey, go sign up for this beta thing or go sign up for that. We'd be like, I want to go sign up.
Yeah, and to add to that, sometimes, especially in the beta, things can change. So you need to know what type of beta you're in. You need to know their plans. If they're planning on adding more card counts to the stuff that you're buying, if they're closing it off, because all of that is important. But like she said, that's the most valuable pieces you're generally getting is in beta. They're rewarding you. They're going to give you drops down the line just for being early access, spending the time on their website, spending money on their platform. So early access, specifically also in the NFT, is major. So us sharing like these are, you may not realize how important it is, but it is really important and very valuable and worth.
Yep. Yeah, it's worth it. I promise you. All right, next.
Oh yes, oh
Sturdy.
yes, Sturdy Exchange. They did have another one, so Hoodlum, but this current one, some people are familiar with Blau and how he does go ahead and it's going to allow his royalties to be made on his music. These are going to be three artists. They did partner with Bacardi and a DJ here, as you can see in the corner. No, these are actually, sorry, the artists,
Mhm.
but they did partner with Bacardi and Boy One Da. I don't even know if I probably pronounced that at all right. And so the point, these three
I
NFTs.
wasn't gonna pronounce it right, so you did good.
Yes, the first one dropped yesterday, and then there's a second one that dropped today. They do actually still have the first one available, but you're going to get royalties on these songs as they're streamed for the next year. You can come over and listen to them. If you like one better than the other, that's perfectly fine. They're currently only $100 by debit card. You can choose to pay other ways, but the platform is allowing you to pay with debit card purchases. So like I said, it's a royalty. So for the year, the more streams the song gets, the more money you will make. The NFT does allow you to be able to track those royalties. I don't know if you're going to be on there yourself trying to get the boost up on the streams or not. But have everybody in the house listening to it. Everybody gonna play the song.
Everybody gonna play the song.
Yeah, everybody's playing it. So, but yeah, it's really cool. NFTs are another way to make royalties, and so there's only usually 1,000 of each one in each drop. So you may like one of the songs more than the other. You can buy more than one, and that means you will be getting more than one in that royalty. So, but just showing you guys the powerful power in NFTs. These exchanges, like you can see here in this corner, is currently in beta. So you will be getting these artists or the platforms of this specific type first drop of art. I mean, sorry, of artists with NFTs and their royalties for the music. So you can't come to Sturdy today. I thought they were going to stop it at a certain time, but I think they may be just having that set amount of 1,000. Some people may have bought one, some people may have bought 10. Um, but it is currently going on. So go over there. You can listen to the songs and see if you are interested in one. And know you just have that opportunity of it just sitting in your wallet and you getting royalties from that specific item.
So good stuff. Good, 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 good. Sotheby's again.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
telling you, these auction places, they're making a ton of money. But another metaverse. Again, we keep talking about all these lands that are doing all these different things for their platforms because they see the money.
Yeah. And to add to that, a lot of these were losing money. They're trying to figure out ways to stay in business, to keep money coming in, and then they get artists like Beeple who's selling $69 million pieces, Ferocious coming in selling hundreds of thousands. Any artist that's coming into their exchanges, Indians for the first of their time on this platform they were saying the first highest amount, like it's 100-something thousand or 80-something thousand dollars. So it has provided a lot of different cultures, different ethnicities in their way of expressing their art to be able to really come in and make a huge amounts of money. So like she said, they definitely want to tap into that metaverse, knowing how digital art is. And a lot of them still may even have a physical piece to it, but they want to be tapped into it, and they'll be able to stay in making millions of dollars, way more in pieces that they've been able to do in the past on a lot of different artists that are out.
I can't remember what the CryptoPunks, but they sold for, was it 11.8 million?
11.8.
That was the rare alien. That was this right here that y'all see.
Yeah, that exact.
I still, oh man.
She don't remember when we were talking about getting the CryptoPunk. She wanted to go in on the CryptoPunk.
Oh my goodness.
You'll do that all the time too. So
I know.
it's gonna be something that you didn't get, and you're gonna be like, I talked about it. If I would have just reacted on it.
This one had hurt. It would hurt, but it's okay. Like I said, we got some other great things. But yeah, this one, the CryptoPunks, yeah. But again, you see that this is how some of these companies have started doing some things, making some very good money, very very good money. Okay, all right, the Kevin Durant moment. Kevin Durant is making some big moves again. Should I say Dapper Labs is making some big moves with the right people. Dapper Labs keep doing an NBA Top Shot. They are doing some connections with the right people. Within for the NBA Top Shot. It's still moving. I mean, I know some people again, like today, they had a couple things as far as the drops. Some people were in line getting drops. I did get a pack. My pack did go.
They had problems today.
They have, and they were in line. So
I was in line for 3 hours at
Yep.
the priority queue waiting all the way to 12:30. I get an email. Your priority queue has been canceled.
Yeah.
But people have honestly, they were having sometimes with the credit system or what they were trying to process with.
Yeah.
Some people weren't able to get the packs, and so to be fair to the collectors that have been in the line in the queue, they did just shut it down, and they would rather them start it back up. So they are supposed to be sending out emails 12 hours in advance for that. They did say that in the email specifically. So if some people were in the drop and they may have gotten kicked out, I did at least get a notification saying the reason why, and that. And then in Discord, if you're following a lot of these in their Discord, they did say that they'll give you 12 hours in advance before the next drop by notification by email. And so you won't be caught off guard and just, not able to get it. Yep. And then she is relating to even the Kevin Durant. He did invest some in the platform NBA Top Shots, but now they've actually got a contract with him to release exclusive moments. So he will be coming in. I don't know who else is going to be falling in line with that, or truthfully, a lot of them might be trying to do their own thing. So
that part too.
Yeah. I don't think LeBron. I don't know. LeBron might have his own metaverse world going on already.
Look, LeBron been too quiet. So I'm like, what LeBron doing? Because he's too quiet. He's doing something in the background. I'm not crazy. And he's a businessman, so I'm not crazy. And it's a lot of them that are, in the background. They're like, okay, we over here running, we doing what we got to do over here. But they building some bigger things, like on the backside. Y'all know how Snoop came out. Nobody knew Snoop was even buying Metaverse in Sandbox Land. He just came out and said, now his entrance is like on Sandbox.
He got the whole concert stadium built. Yeah, you ready to collect tickets. He got everything.
It's crazy. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. But again, these on the NBA Top Shot, these packs are going to be coming out. I'm like, I pray my pack have a Shaq. I ain't even lying. Shaq or Dwayne. Take either one of them. I really will. But some again, like the packs will be coming. Hopefully, they'll be coming back up because like Jessica was in line. Miles was like right there at going to the checkout or something, and his just messed up. And I was like, oh wow. But again, they will have different queues for you to come in based on your collector score as far as when you can enter the queue. But if you can participate and get this particular pack, and what we might do is that if you do get a pack, put a message out because we might do the same thing like we did when we brought our sisters on, and we might just have a night where we just come on and open packs, and we'll send you some of you guys if you get a pack. Send you an invite link or something, and you can hop on the show with us, and we'll open packs together. You just gotta be ready because you're gonna be on camera. But we would like to do that. That's actually fun. Sometimes we just want to hop on and just so people can see, the possibilities of where things can go for you very, very quickly within the NFT space. Yeah. All right, let's keep moving, dog. We got more tabs. Okay, real quick, Coinbase. Remember, Coinbase is, and you're gonna have variation. The true crazy crypto, like this is like saying Coinbase
anonymous.
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of regular crypto people don't use Coinbase, but if you're new and you're like, hey, that's where you're starting at. Okay, that's where you're starting at. If you are starting there, I say you don't necessarily need to finish there, but they do have a wait list because they are starting to do some NFT things too. So if you want to join their wait list, they do have that coming available. For their launch of their NFTs. So I'm like, okay, well, what NFTs do you have? Are they really worth? There's Lau again right there doing some things over here. So again, all of these companies and all of these exchanges are not sitting back and just saying, well, we're not going to do NFTs.
Yeah, they're not gonna give it just to OpenSea. OpenSea came out banging with like,
They said OpenSea make how much? How
yeah,
much OpenSea make?
yeah.
Shoot. Hold on one second.
Nifty got with the game. Yeah, everybody want to now list people's projects as long as everybody.
Because Nifty at first was like, we only have Nifty art over here. Ain't nobody else is coming over here.
Yeah,
now
process.
it's like everyone's welcome. We want your money too, so everybody's welcome. But I see in the chat, someone said they got a mask for
No,
NFT.
congratulations.
Awesome. Good. Taking action. That's good. Like I said, and a lot of times, stuff that we're talking about, you guys, you have to start taking the action. We have a survey out, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. As far as trying to make sure we provide some other additional help for people who want to know more. And so again, we'll talk about that. But again, you need to start, like the ones that are debit cards. Those are like easier for you to do. It's like we didn't have like that easy. We're like, okay, we got to use Ethereum, and you got to use what coin, and you got to
wrap what?
It's gonna cost how much? You be like, oh, okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to figure it out. So take some time, and it promise you it'll be definitely worth it. All right. Another Solana. Solana's doing some things. So I know we've been talking about a lot of things that we use Ethereum, but Solana, which is another for our new people, that's just another cryptocurrency that you can use to buy NFTs. So the FTX, we talked about that the last class. If y'all look at the doggone Major League Baseball, the series is going on right now. The umpires got FTX on their shirt, on their jackets. They got it. That crypto's here. It's like they can't hide. It ain't like the umpire can sit up there like this. It's like, no, strike one. And you see their logo. So again, they're actually getting into the NFT space too. And so again, even with the Solana, I do like Solana because again, the fees can definitely be a lot cheaper than if you have to use Ethereum sometimes. So if Solana can keep doing what it's doing and getting its stuff together, I've bought some. That's where the apes and stuff came from, was a Solana token. But it's some big things coming, so don't overlook these. Don't overlook them. Okay, all right, let's keep moving here. This was the Gary Vee.
Yeah, the 12.5 gift eligibility form. If you guys did fill out or order 12 books and get them submitted in time for the Gary Vee, today is going to be the last day for you to submit this correction form. Sometimes if the order did get kicked out because it was, a lot of the bookstores or Barnes and Nobles, they thought that it might be fraud alert or double charges that you didn't mean. So a lot of people had orders that got canceled. So I was wondering,
you ordered a lot of books.
Yeah, talking about 12, then another 12. You want to go back and do another 12 because he didn't explain something else. So 48 books.
Yeah, we were like, how many books can we buy? Yeah. So I mean, you have to understand. I came here with the price for the books were. It was
for like $300, and then the price is still going to get lower. The more books that were ordered, the price might be adjusted because the more orders. But every 12 books gets you an NFT. So you was like, oh, every 12?
Every 12? How many 12 can we get?
Yeah, you spend $300 on NFT all day. So what's the value? Like, oh, okay, I want 3 or 4.
Yep.
And so, the books is a bonus. So
and a lot of people laughed at well, not laughed at, but they were kind of like not on when Gary Vee was doing his first NFTs and stuff. But man, if you had some of them NFTs now, you'd be like, okay, he wasn't playing. Yeah, so that's like, it was a no-brainer. Like, we need 12 books. How many 12s can we order this? And so again, but tonight is your last night. If you had any orders that were rejected or so forth, make sure you're coming on and getting those books if you need those books. I mean, get your order slips and everything filled out so you can get your NFT.
Oh yeah, and to add to that real quick, if you did mess up, you had the opportunity to go back and reorder those and submit it on the net. You'll get another page after this, and then they'll ask you to submit the reorder so that you could technically still reorder them, but it's only going to be the ones that qualify before that August 28th date.
Right here. So that's how if your order was canceled because your bank thought it was fraud, or the actually Barnes and Noble thought it was fraud. So that's
yes.
Okay. All right, dog. Let's keep moving. Okay, just a reminder about Splinterland, and again, this is one of those games. This is a game. They are going to be having a we started looking at these things. Everybody was like, well, oh, they're not really selling. It was kind of going a little slow. Their packs were staying there for a little longer. The potion, the dices were staying there for a little longer. Now it's like everything has sold out. The land was literally like $20. The land probably today is, I think, $400 or $500. The last time I looked per plot. that you paid $20 for. And so, and if you did the bigger thing where you bought the 100, you got it cheaper than that. So, but those 100 plots of land are easily selling for 40, 60, $70,000. I haven't even looked at them lately, but that cost you $1,800 some months, a few, well, let's say 5 or 6 months ago. Was it that long ago? It might have been even longer than that. It might have been longer than that, but still, you see, as far as how these things can definitely change. But again, they're going to be having these this pre-sale on the packs again. Some people are mad because the packs have gone up. They put an article. They used to be $2, but now they're going to be $4. Now they're $4 a pack. Okay, they're $4 a pack. All right,
which is good. So I mean, you shouldn't go back over there and just go be listing them under $2, $1.99. It would have came out at $2. Y'all have been listing.
You've been listening.
Yeah. So you pay a little more. You ain't. Hopefully, you don't go under $4. Yeah. Hopefully, somebody still don't go at $3.50 or $3. Start above your cost.
Start above your cost. But I think the packs. The last time I looked, they were about $30 a pack. And I don't know if they might have gone up or not. I just haven't looked to sell any of them. So, but again, if you did, they do have a couple perks. If you buy more than 100, it's going to cost you $400, obviously, but you do get an additional 10% bonus by doing that. So that's something you have to
add to that part. Also, even when you were saying it was slowing down, you also have to realize there's not too many people playing these games right now. So they're even building out and just putting everything out and hopefully start getting mainstream. But so sometimes it is going to slow down. So treat this as the same. Only invest what you can afford to lose, or invest knowing that you're going to have a holding period with these NFTs.
And again, another thing, as far as if you do own this land, make sure you've been going on and claiming your rewards, because I'm not going to show you out because I'm like live, but you can go over here and if you connect, make sure your wallet's connected and claim your rewards, because they do give you an airdrop for a year. So if you bought land or you bought packs and stuff like that, especially if you bought land, you still are entitled to get airdrops like every single day. So make sure you're doing that, checking on that and getting that set up. Okay, someone asked, is it too late to order the books now?
Yes.
I think it is.
They would have had to been ordered by a certain day. It was like a promotion going for maybe a day after that, had to be a certain hour turned in. And so anything, if it was ordered after the 28th, wouldn't qualify you for the NFT. Like you can definitely go buy them, but you won't be entitled to the NFT that's going to go. Yeah.
You don't get the NFT.
Yes, and that's the part you was going for the most. I mean, the knowledge is there too. I'm definitely sure the book is good.
If you stick around, I got some books to give away. We got some books. I'm like, oh man, I got that many books over there. Yeah, we got some books. We'll read. I'm interested to read the book also, but I do have some books that we will be giving away. Okay, let's keep moving. All right, Super Balls.
Oh yes. So if you own the super nifty, avatars, or we don't even have to call them avatars. They're VR. So tomorrow will be the option for you to come over here and go ahead and claim your 10 super balls. Each super nifty you own entitle you to come over and claim 10, and they're also going to be passes to the next 3D art project that he has coming out in December. So there's going to be maybe I think a 2-week window that you have to come over and mint these, and that will go directly to the wallet. Right now it's connecting with MetaMask, I believe. So just if you do have a super nifty or floating head, these here, almost 2 E's. That's good.
Let's go.
Real good. When you buying stuff at $7.50, it's 2 E's. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, so that's awesome. And as you can see, some people may have two of those or not, but these here are going to be the item you do have to own in order to come over and claim those 10 super balls. But it is a benefit if you do have those. Make sure you come and get them. That way you can be entitled to that 3D project that's going to drop in December.
That's good.
And that's going to start tomorrow.
Okay, so again, a benefit of owning something, getting more airdrops, and you still have something if you wanted to sell for $66. That's the floor right now, $6,630. Okay, on something that you didn't pay that much for.
Yeah, no, you didn't play nowhere near that. No.
So again, that's a very, very good one. So make sure you're paying attention to that, and make sure you claim that. Okay, now this is so we've been talking about like all the great things, and you remember like the other day we were looking at the Mechaverse, and they were like at 6 ETH. which was like $25,000 or 27, whatever, 25 or 27,000. We even took screenshots. So here's where you, again, we want to show you not only the good side of the NFT space, but also some of the things. And like I said, this is not bad because this is still, a lot of people still think this is a good project. Some of the things that came out as far as, with the project, some people were upset because they had the background of like a gray color background. There was another thing that came out as far as people were kind of upset because they felt like there was someone who came in and bought a whole bunch of these before they were revealed. Because remember, before these were revealed, they were just kind of like just a box. You didn't know what you were going to get. But someone went in and bought, like, was it 5 or 6 of the top ones?
The rarest ones, yeah.
The rarest ones. And it's like, well, how do you know which number that is? And so those are all question marks that people get within the NFT space to be like, well, is that an insider that knows that and bought those and bought them before they were revealed? But for me, I'm going to tell you, I don't sell my stuff that's not revealed. Because the worst feeling is like, when we've seen it happen so many times where you'll get something that's not revealed yet, and then and someone will sell it for like 2 ETH, or let's say if it's even 1 ETH, and then it could be like one of the rarest items, and you simply see somebody the next day, once it's revealed, put it up for like 100 ETH. That is a sick feeling. And we've seen it literally on people's screen. It'll see it'll show what they paid for it, and it'll show how much they lost. Like if you look at this person right here, they paid the 6.79 ETH. They're going to lose probably $10,000 by selling.
Well, even to add to her, because like she just said with her emotional attachment, she is not going to do that. The person that bought that and do not care at all about that and is only in for the money is excited for that flip. But like she is saying, it could be sickening, but it could also go the opposite way like this. True. At the same time. Like it could be if you didn't take the sale, you now definitely under and trying to wait on the best time to come back. And the project's roadmap is the only thing that's going to do that. But like she's saying, a lot of the ones when we did look at these, they were in 3D. You were seeing them moving. You were seeing them get built. So when the art came out and it looked like it was a picture, just a GIF picture with not any of the motions, the 3Ds like they were selling you on the website, that can kill a project. So if something comes out that wasn't planned, or if they didn't get to see this before they knew, they basically thought they were getting the moving ones probably in motion, the ones they were able to see. Then they got a picture that was not at all something they thought they were purchasing, and that will kill a project quickly. So it goes both sides of it. But everybody that basically got in on mint price, they still ahead. It's the ones that got in at that 5-6 ETH price.
Yep. That's still either trying to cost average in to cost average out. And so, and it's a project. When I'm looking at the project, I'm like, man, I like what they showed before the project was launched. I really like some of the things. If it drops to the right number, I'll get in. I'll be like, okay, it's been at this number before. And, and as long as the developers are still continuing to talk about, what their expectations are. And like, I know one thing came out was like, they were saying they're going to start doing some airdrops and so forth. So this is, again, like I said, you don't have to get in on every project on the hype. It's like you can get on the hype and you're at the top of the hype. Sometimes you just have to let some projects try to retrace back down. And sometimes you have to say, you know what? Bye-bye project. It has left the train. It's left the station. It's gone. And so you have to miss them. So again, this was one of those ones. It is currently here. It could come down some more. It could skyrocket back up. Someone could literally come back in and sweep the floors of the 2s, and then now you're back at 3 ETH. So it's one of those ones, again, like I said, we want to show you the good side and the bad side. So that's why some people do come in and they strictly do flipping. They'll come in and ride when things are going up, get in it, and then they make $500 or $1,000 or a couple $1,000, and they get out. And then they would look for the next project that's moving the same way. So that is definitely another avenue of doing it. But if you're a long-term person, people who bought 5 or 6 of these are probably like long-term investor. They're like, hey, I'm going to let this thing let it do what it's going to do and try to pick up some. What'd you say, Jessica?
Oh, no, I try not to look at the comment. It's like, yeah. Oh. That is what I talk about. It don't look too good. That ain't what I thought I was going to get at all. If I was on Twitter looking or in the Discord. I agree. Yeah, so just watch it. If it's something you want to get to,
it's got to drop some more before I would consider. Like, let me show you why I'm not gonna get it though. Let the games begin.
Yeah, if anything, wait for the real.
So artifacts. Yeah, I'm sorry because I was trying to be like calm all the class, but y'all gonna understand in a minute when I play something for you. But this artifact thing, we keep telling you, artifact is like on fire. Artifact, please do what you say you're gonna do. And I know they have been like all of their stuff has been on like on point. But when I looked at this, because I think one of my sisters shared this with me, it says thanks for your patience, or we all going to McDonald's. So I looked at this, I was like, artifacts. I'm like, maybe that, but the colors, I've seen this color in McDonald's before. What's going on? Kind of like, so is it McDonald's now partnering with artifacts?
Yeah, where mind racing?
Well,
Or is it just they changed the symbol a little bit?
No,
one or the other.
Look at the uniform.
Well, no.
Look
Well,
at the uniform.
they haven't listed what brands or anything that they coming out with, but that'll get you going, just like she's saying, just because of how they did market it or how they do have it branded on the shirt. So no
I'm
one
not saying
knows
it
what
is.
brands.
So don't nobody sit here and be like, well, Tiala said McDonald's is now what I didn't say that. I said I'm hoping that that's the kind of stuff that they doing over here, because it's gonna be a great day when it's time to mint these bad boys. But
that part, yes. And so they're doing some major stuff in the space. She said she's gonna play a video on here, but she was just showing you some of the graphics and some of the stuff they are dropping or hints that they may be dropping at. So it's really
McDonald's
cool to watch.
Fries. Look at the symbol. That's McDonald's French fries.
Oh man, that's a McDonald's French fry. Yeah.
I can be completely wrong, but it's a good thought to have. It's like I'm trying to. My mind is racing. Like they talk about all this. I'm like, okay, what else? But and then earlier today, we did put in the chat, as far as join. If you need to join their Discord, join their Discord. They're giving 10 away again. This is like that airdrop. This is like the airdrop that you really, really want. If you don't get no other airdrop, people like, okay, I'm good. But I got an artifact.
Yeah, you got that one.
Got a Clonex. That's all you're looking for is this airdrop. So it won't hurt you to go participate in the airdrop. It won't hurt you to put your information. It won't hurt you to go in there and listen to some of their stuff they're talking about, because Artifact has some stuff going on. Look at this. So when you look at this, you look at the other one that we were saying that we thought was robotic. I'm not going to pull it up, but this is like crazy good.
It's crazy.
I don't even like spiders, but I'm like, if I got that one, it would be okay. It would like, okay. I
have spiders in.
Yeah. So again,
it'll be okay then.
Yeah, we did share the, post the, the link. Make sure you guys, because obviously you can see mine is done, but you can definitely go in and you can enter their giveaway that they're having. It's really, really, really going to be something. This is so. But I just want you to listen to some of this. It's going to take us maybe a minute, if it's even a minute. But this was Artifacts talking with Maddie, who's one of the influencers in the crypto space. That talking about some things with Artifacts. So let me just open this up a little bit so you guys can see that.
Yeah, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I kind of do as well. So like anything you want to leak for us on audio.
One thing I can leak is how we thought about the licensing to it. So there's two forms of licenses. One, which is a majority of the project, probably 80 or 70%. We're allowing people to have a commercial license up to $1 million US.
Okay, I'm sorry.
$1 million US.
I just needed to pause that in case you didn't hear that. And this is my interpretation. I'm not the legal attorney or nothing, but if they said what I thought they said that the licensing agreement, the commercial license agreement, for your avatars could make up to $1 million
each avatar
that you would own.
So you own 70 to 80% of that. And they're going to explain next week why that is. So that means they probably have something in the works. They could have it licensed to a game. They could have it licensed to a brand to allow that brand to do something. But as long as they like we know they want to do their positive side. We know they're going to do their side of it, but they're allowing you to make up to $1 million on those avatars. And even to say like because when I first heard it, because they give me the 3D, I've been following. I see the rigging. My daughter is in the 3D, so they're going to give you the 3D rigging to these avatars. You'll be able to create them in art. Literally, I went to my daughter's room. I said, "Guess what? They said you make $1 million in Avatar. They're gonna give you a full rigged character. It's gonna be fully rigged. You can build it into whatever city you want, any background, any everything. It's coming fully rigged for you to be able to put it in a game, for you to allow somebody to rent it out to a game, for you to allow somebody to like do a investment of putting it on a billboard, for you to like just like how the Bored Apes did with it. There's so many. I mean, you can do 3D printer and go print up the avatars, put them in a box, go sell them. Like there's so many ways of you be able to make money, and the 20% of the that they own, they're gonna make sure that that's successful. They may, like I said, I don't know if it's a game, I don't know what brand they've put to, if it's with clothing, because if you look at the Luxo brand has everybody, Michael Jordan, Coco, like Louis Vuitton, like. You just don't know how big this can be, and the money that you can make now by having that license, by getting that avatar, up to $1 million commercial license per avatar. Like I said, you can get a 3D printer. They're gonna be so bad they sell. All you gotta do is print the thing. It's like, yeah. It's like it takes care of so many things by them giving you that 3D print coming with that rigged version. Like you don't understand the game. If I could just tell you guys the excitement that we know how we feel, like it's amazing.
We were like on a different level. I said, let me listen to this. And I even called somebody else. I was like, listen, I need you to listen and see if I heard what I really thought I heard them say on here. But so again, it's just the levels of what they're trying to do and what they're putting together and doing so far is like on a different level that nobody has seen in the NFT space. I mean, I've never seen anybody do anything like close to what they're trying to do. I've seen some people try to do some of those things, but to actually like be doing it, and you're actually looking at some of their stuff that they're putting on Twitter, you're like, they're actually doing what they're talking about and tweeting about. It really looks that way. And so let me just play a little bit more so y'all can hear a little bit more of what they said on here.
To create their own brands or derivatives from the actual clone that they receive. So yeah, we really want to encourage people to use their IP that they own to try new things, similar to what we saw with the apes. But with this one, we're giving 3D models that are rigged. So the possibilities of creating an anime or a brand really pushes it to the next level. And last thing I'd leak is the forging experience. We put a lot of time and thought into the wearables in it. And yeah, we're planning mega forges for the clones. So
we can stop right there. Y'all remember my shoes that got forged? Remember I opened them shoes up? That's what all the stuff that you can forge.
We've been trying to tell them. We've been saying it, and I got hearing for their mouth. So yeah, just having the opportunity. Like I said, some of them have really like crazy masks or crazy. Just if you can go through hair accessories, earrings, whatever it may be, they want to allow that to be forged. So even if in space you can look like your avatar, as if as most realistic that you can, at least be represented to a certain degree, also. So. Yeah,
they're gonna come in here and see avatars on the screen, Jessica. We're gonna be talking.
Avatars. Watch after the drop. That's all we're gonna be is avatars.
Oh my goodness! And like I said, I know the new people. I'm sorry, y'all may not understand, but this is one of those projects. Like I said, you need to do some research. Again, if I can't give you, if the tip of the year would be research Artifact. Learn as much as you can. Again, if we ever see Artifact drop anything, we'd be like, we buying.
It's a guarantee.
That's us. That's because we've done the research, and we started buying back in January, February, and we've been buying anything and everything that they kind of give us, and getting airdrops for stuff that we bought, and we're rewarded very well for holding on to those their projects. Their stuff, again, like, with them, they keep rewarding people who have been with them. I've not seen anybody like airdrop stuff to you like that's worth that kind of money. So Again, even along with not even just the airdrops, but again, when I hear the different things about, and like I said, I'm gonna go back and listen to this whole video again and make sure I heard what I thought I heard.
Please let her listen to it again. She just you.
I said, I was trying to teach my class a little earlier. I was like, oh Lord. I said, but I said, I can't tell you because it's gonna be, I'm gonna talk about it on the next class. I can't even tell you right now. I said, but if just could be on the next class, I promise you. I was so excited.
And you know what? She probably, some people do know if the public sale, you will have an opportunity of getting those if you don't own some of the pieces that we have that are tying us to those drips or for the price. But the public sale will have a 10,000, but they do have a Dutch auction and they're going to start off at 3 ETHs and go down over time. Now, next week's announcement that they're expecting to make, they've promised and delivered on mostly everything they said, so I don't have any doubt in my mind. But they were like, it's going to be bonkers, crazy, the announcement that they're going to be making next week in regards to this. So people probably will not let 3 ETHs go down to 2.5 or to 1 ETH. Like, it's just too many people in the space that some of the artifact items are so limited, in the space. So it'd be very lucky if that does not go down under 3 ETHs, which is about $9,000 to $12,000 right now per item, or per, what is it, avatar. But like I said, when we were investing this and looking and researching,
more than that.
was
with the 37.
It was like 37, 4, 8, 12. So okay, so yeah, about 12,000. I don't know what Ethereum is going to be come the drop. There'll be at the end of this month or early November is when the drop is scheduled to be out there. So that is a lot of money. I will not say that is not a lot of money. If I'm just letting you know, if I came out and I wasn't getting the ones I was getting because the items I had, I would definitely be over there buying one. Or
like, what else we sell?
Family. Yeah, I'm like, listen, you want to go in? You want to go in? I mean, I don't know. Just even if it was 3 people, right now, these drips, which would entitle you to 3 people, trying to convince people to come in on a $50,000 drip right now for y'all all to get an avatar, it may not be realistic. When you also go to start thinking about the $1 million license you get for some of these, and you don't know the announcement next week, if it's branded or with certain businesses, it's going to make that easily. So it's you playing with the numbers of what you have to play with. But I'm not telling anyone to go and spend $50,000. Right. I wish we would have got them when they were $750 or $1,500, and some of those were just last month. And it's not like this is where it started at, but you see the vision of a project and you know what it's going to do, or you believe in the vision of the project, because it still was a risk. We thought we watched them, we seen what they were doing, the technology they was using, and it was like, hold on, game on. So
different technology.
Yes. And so that's why the importance of also holding can come into play with some of these things. Like, you could be giving away millions of dollars and you didn't even know it, because you just literally, if you had one of these and you sold it, that each avatar is $1 million license.
Yeah. Yep. And like I said, and I think important, like I said, you get 3. You get, if you own any of their space strips, you get 3, and that's at like 0.08. So if you own any of their items here, you get to buy 3 per item that you own at if it goes for this price.
The 2,
for $300. So they don't stop giving.
Mm-hmm.
They literally don't stop giving. You get to buy 3 of them for $900, and if people start coming out and the floor just stays at 3 ETH, 3 ETH, that's 9 ETH. You paid $1,000 to make $34,000.
If you sold them, I can't tell y'all how long I'm gonna have mine. Oh, they can't go. And it's enough that you can at least. But yeah,
at least sell 2 and still be
nah.
You can sell 5 and be good.
No, I know she not over there talking. Where mad is she at? No, she over there probably got double what I can sell. I don't really let nothing money I got.
My kids are trying to convince me to give them 4. I said
2 each.
I started calculating. I said 4. I'm like, and I said, maybe we should all listen to this video together.
No,
$1 million that they just released.
Yes, the thing was, they were supposed to get them 2 months ago when she didn't have no idea.
Had no idea.
Even look, a month and a half ago, she didn't have no idea.
And every day it gets rougher and rougher. I was like, well, okay, maybe maybe I can give y'all like one, and then I can give y'all one that y'all share in case you need to get liquid. You know, you can sell one of them and still have one. And I started talking to my husband. I was like, well, baby, you know what that really calculates to?
See, look,
if they really like just went to the basic of the floor. This is what your children are asking, and they're not like kids. It's not like it's not like they like 7 and 8. It's like these UCLA graduates, Fresno State. But I will bless my children.
Yeah, especially Magic, because Magic be holding it down for us too. Magic be doing so much work for us too. Miles is a researcher too, but I know Magic.
See, they helping each other right now. They tag team me out. So if y'all don't understand that this is the family part, this is what I have to hear. Like, and then Massey will call my other sister and be like, well, you know, well, Massey did help, but Massey really makes us look really good. If you for what y'all get presented every week, this is like Massey is in the background working and doing some stuff for us. So I'll be like, okay, we're gonna have to really pray. I'm like, if you got time, somebody fast for me too. But no, I think our family has been a blessing. So all of us, we're truly blessed. And so again, we don't take it lightly. We're not here to be like, oh, look at, but we're just really again showing you there is a lot of possibility in the NFT space. It may take you some time to get to where we're going or where we're at, but we didn't start here. We've been doing this for about a year.
I really told my story. Like, like, man, this is life changing, and we want to make sure it's life changing for others. Like, this is changing your life, your kids' life. Like, and just to know how it was made by just making sure we took the time and the research and to know what we were doing. Like, you're gonna have to get in it to try it, to even make the mistake, but it don't have to be a costly mistake if you got the right people by your side leading you through.
That part, you know, having the right group of people. Because again, you know, if you like, so we can't research everything by ourselves. It's like we all tag team. Like, just go find something. I'll find something. Madsy finds something. Miles will find something. Miles will be like, hey, check out this project. And literally, Miles had told us about one project, and he was like, Mom, we could have got it on the drop. He's like, it's already at 3 ETH. I was like, oh Lord, don't tell me it's already at 3 ETH. It's like this was like just today. We could have been in this from this afternoon, and it's already at 3 ETH. And I was like, well, I just didn't have the time to do that one, so. I messed up on that one, but again, like, so it is like even my other sisters have started to like research, and they'd be like, my sisters would be like, Zell, you put that in the family chat? You're like, you watching that? But again, when you start getting in and you start learning and you start getting a group of people together, that's the power of, you know, having a group of people, because then it doesn't put all the pressure on you to try to figure out everything or have to do all the research, because it can be very time consuming. We're not going to sit here and say it's not time consuming. It can be very time consuming to get in and learn this stuff. But, you know, we're trying to give you a head start. Promise you, we've given you like a big head start for some of the information. So can you drop the link for the Artifacts NFT, please? Oh, yeah. The NFTs. Oh, yeah. There's the CloneX site.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're talking about the giveaway or just the CloneX site. It might be both.
That's the one there. I don't know if that's the one y'all talking about. Okay, I think that's it, if that's what you're looking for. Okay, just a reminder. Okay, thank you all so much. Some of you guys have already submitted, because I know we're going to respect your time, and I know we get in here and laugh and talk. I tell you, we be loving NFTs, and we do this all day, laughing and talking with each other. If you can remember, please go on and get our survey filled out for us. You know, we're definitely going to be doing a giveaway. We'll probably do the giveaway. It'll be next Tuesday. I think next Tuesday. We wanted to make sure we gave people time that for the Thursday class to have time to fill out the survey. But that's definitely posted in our Facebook group, and you will at the very end need to make sure you give us your username for Vivi, because we're going to be giving away some Vivi items too. You know, once we do the drawing also. So again, you know, if you guys could definitely do that. And then I think the last thing that it asks you is if you don't mind going on and doing a survey. A testimonial type thing for us on our Facebook page. We own I Dream Trading and Investments, and then also Sisters Talkin NFT. We are the same company. That's like the mother company to the Sisters Talking company. So again, but if you could definitely do that, we would greatly appreciate that. But again, this survey is definitely available. It's posted in the Facebook group. So remember, if you do have any friends or family, please send them to whatsnfts.com. That is where, you know, we put out most of the information. most of the information as far as, hey, these are the things we're looking at for the drops. These are the things that, you know, that we've gotten involved in. You did what I'm trying to read something, but I can't. Okay, someone put the form in there. Okay, but this is the form right here. So again, please, you know, if you can take the time to fill out that. We're just trying to make sure, because again, like I said, we can sit on here and talk all day, but if we're not talking about what you need, then it's not going to help you, and that's not what we're here for. We're really here to make sure we give you what you need. And just also, one last announcement. Just be to pay attention to the schedule. We may possibly making a little bit of adjustment on times and dates. So we will put out a notice on that. So be on the lookout for that, but didn't want to be like, well, they're not there. Okay, so we're thinking about tweaking a little bit of the time on the Tuesday. So, but again, we're definitely on 11 o'clock, and then again, make sure 6 o'clock on 6 o'clock on Tuesday and Thursday. But we may tweak that. So be on the lookout for that. We will definitely keep you posted. When we say we're going to be somewhere, we are here. So again, once again, Jessica, I think we're not even getting to the other tabs that are on there.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Like that.
Yeah.
So once again, thank you all so much for hopping on with us this evening. We really, really appreciate you. Appreciate you getting on with us. I have nothing else. You guys have a blessed evening, and once again, thanks for spending the time with us this evening. We really enjoy.
Just have a good one.